Since the onset of the cholera outbreak, almost all states in the country have reported cases of the disease. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, in its periodic update of the outbreak says 103 persons have died from 3,623 suspected cases recorded across 34 states and the Federal Capital Territory. States like Lagos, Bayelsa, Abia, Ebonyi, Katsina, and Zamfara have contributed about 83% of the total disease burden. And we already see Lagos State trying to revive the sanitation every day, Saturday or Saturday sanitation. Yeah. Although the Thursday sanitation already is still there, that's for market areas.
That's right.
But that of Saturday is trying to revive that to perhaps address this matter of sanitization across the state and for people to adhere to standards when it comes to ensuring that you have a clean environment, which is also a contributor to the spread of the cholera as it is. And a lot of persons need to be educated as it is with regards to how important it is to maintain all of these practices that we, in fact, practice during COVID.
That's right.
You need to wash your hands, ensure your environment is clean, wear a mask where necessary. If you use the toilet, you clean up properly, wash your hands thoroughly. You're expected to wash your hands for about 5 minutes or 2 minutes, let me say. Clean in between your hands properly, but some persons just rush off and feel all is well.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, the way you were, when you were talking, something just came into my head. I remember one of the first things we were taught growing up, especially in Yoruba class, was imototo borere mole.
You interpret now.
Boyetin borioru, you know, that cleanliness, you know, overshadows or overrides diseases, just like harmattan, you know, covers, you know, heat period. So it's just a holistic thing. We are not supposed to be told to clean our hands, to wash our hands, to clean our environment, to wash our clothes, to brush our mouths. You know,
can be reminded.
Yeah, we can be. I'm saying we are not supposed to be told.
Right.
But when we see that we are not doing the right thing or we are faltering, then we should be advised, or we should be reawakened to the reality of this. Absolutely. So it's so sad that, you know, we are having to talk about cholera in this day and age. Developed countries, developed economies, they hardly talk about something like cholera. But it's only in developing economies, developing countries that you find, you know, talking about cholera, talking about certain diseases that has to do with hygiene. So personal hygiene is very, very key to our own living, because cleanliness, they say, is next to godliness. So if we are not careful, we have people who are aged around, we have infants around, we have people who are under 5 around, we have, you know, people who are very, very vulnerable around. So if we are not careful about the way we go about our own personal hygiene, then we'll be, you know, transmitting this to other people.
Others.
We meet in the morning.
Now that's where the essence. That's where the essence of reminding people comes in, because we are communal in our living, and so it's very easy for us to hug people, to shake people. In fact, that's how you express yourself, and some people feel, you know, relieved when they get such from people. So it's important that we remind ourselves that it's necessary we put in place these hygienic measures to prevent. Look at the figures of persons that have died. Cholera, you know, one wouldn't expect that we have such numbers in a country like ours, where we feel that a lot of persons, you know these things. That's but right. Obviously, it's beyond just knowing. And there was a conversation I was part of, I think that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And, you know, one person was saying that another issue is the matter of the state of the economy, where people just are on survival mode. They just grab anything and eat and walk away. All they want to do is survive, as it is. So they do not care if it was prepared, whatever they are eating was prepared in a hygienic environment. So they just eat and move. And then when they start getting the reactions, they're wondering what is happening. Then they look at very cheap measures to address the issues that they are going through instead of going to the hospital. And so They now start taking Gary, for instance. Oh, I'm stooling. I'll just take Gary. I'll just eat bread.
That Gary is a product of an unfinished product that was actually spread beside some roads. If you go to some villages,
that's how
they spread it beside the roads.
They do not fry it.
Rat to go there, pee in it, stool in it, and all of that. So you just be wondering.
It's a complex issue.
That's right.
Government has this role of providing potable water to people as it is, because that is one of the things the UN or WHO said with regards to addressing this issue. So state governments need to take responsibility to ensure that people get access to clean water, because that is one of the major contributors. If you go to some schools right now, what is the state of the hygiene in the schools? Some schools do not have clean running water. Some homes do not even have boreholes.
That's right.
Ask some persons, when last did you get water from government? They will tell you, I cannot remember.
Are you talking about government that are fixing the roads and, putting everything inside?
No, but that is one of the things that government is supposed to provide to people. Access to clean water is government's responsibility. I
understand Ilepo markets, has been shut down. Because due to unhygienic practices and all of that. And we still have to blame the government agencies for that. Talking about Loma, what have they been doing to evacuate some of these wastes that are there? Not to be waiting till where we have, hazardous situations or we have issues like cholera and some other outbreaks. And especially when you were talking about flooding, we're in the rainy season and we're recording floods across Lagos and across Nigeria. So we don't have to wait till then. For like 2 weeks, Loma didn't come to our own compound and they didn't they didn't clear the refuse, because I guess they normally come on Tuesdays. So why didn't they come? They said because of the flood. And you are not doing it. We know that some people will still take advantage of this and pour this same refuse. They'll dump it inside the flood.
Because you did not come and do
exactly, and they need to clean their own place. And at the same time, it will cause problems for others. So I guess government should not wait till when issues have arisen. They should, be proactive, do things at the right time. Let people see that you are doing it, not you coming afterwards and saying, you must have done this or you should have done this.
Put the right structure in place. As much as we are ensuring that, people are informed, aware of what is going on, everyone has a responsibility as it is. We must work hand in glove. So if you are asking the people to do what is necessary, you also must play your own part in all of this whole mix.